Hi everybody, Jessica here. I use she, her pronouns, and this class today is going to be a really fun, mostly standing class. And my intention behind this class is to help get you to refocus, to unpack, to switch off. Maybe you've been really stressed about like a big work project or a deadline or something like that, and you're having a hard time coming back into yourself, coming home. So hopefully this class will offer you enough focus to leave you feeling refreshed and ready to relax and take on your next project. So we're gonna get started standing, and let's get into just a really quick warm up before we get started. So take your feet about hip width distance apart and lift your toes up here. I want you to get a nice sense of grounding, of being supported by the ground. We're going to play with a little bit of balance today. So lift those toes up and maybe kind of shift the hips in little circles, and notice the way your weight is situated or shifting through the different parts of your feet. So maybe the outside edges of the feet, maybe you feel a little tension towards the heel or something like that. Just kind of notice how you're feeling in the feet. Get nice and rooted. And when you feel nice and stable, start to let the toes come back down to the mat, and think of trying to bring them down one toe at a time, which is super difficult and hard, but the focus aspect of it is there, right? So maybe start with the big toe, and then try to get that second toe down, and then the third, and maybe they're all down now. And just really grip the mat there with the feet, with the toes, soften the knees slightly, and feel that engagement from the toes through the ankles, up through the calves, and then maybe the knees and the quads, the glutes even. Bring it all the way up into the core. Tighten that core. Stand here. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold. You can keep a micro bend in the knees here. Drop the hands down. Take an inhale. Lift halfway. Lengthen the spine. Ears away from the shoulders. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release the hands down. We'll do that one or two more times. Step towards the front of the mat now if you're not already there. Inhale, lift up, upward salute. Maybe the gaze comes up or stays neutral. Exhale, fold. You can keep a bend in the knees if you'd like. Inhale, halfway lift, hands rest on the legs. Pull that spine long. Exhale, melt down. Relax the chin, relax the neck. Inhale, lift all the way up. Bend into the knees, reach up for the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release the hands here. Full breath. On the next inhale, upward salute once again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, melt down. Relax the head down. Halfway lift. Big inhale. Press those sits bones back. Exhale, back down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Very good. Keep the hands together here. Really press those wrists tight in together, and elbows will come out. Step the feet a little bit closer together, as close as you comfortably can get them. If they touch, great. If not, that's fine. Come back into that grounding through the feet. Feel the connection between each toe, the knuckle below the toe, the outside edge of the foot, the inner edge of the foot, and the heel. Start to build engagement through the ankles all the way up to the core here. And then we're going to start to come into just a quick balance posture here. So let's start by situating our weight on the right foot. Kickstand the left foot. So bring that heel up, rest on the ball of the foot. Inhale, lift the foot up. Maybe you keep the toes down. Find what works for you today. Bring that heel or that knee into alignment with the hip here. Squeeze the heel back towards your body, and then come into tree pose from here. So place that foot on the inner calf or the ankle. Find your drishti, something to look at that's not moving. Inhale back into that one-legged mountain here. And exhale, step the foot down, release the hands, shake it out. We'll find that on the other side. So getting right back into it, hands at heart center, press the wrists together, get grounded. We're bringing the balance into the opposite foot here. So start with a kickstand and we can stay here. We can come up to the toe or we can lift up. And if we're lifting up, try to bring that knee up with the hip. Flex through the foot, squeeze that heel back, find your drishti. Ooh, and then come into a tree pose from here, whatever variation you're taking. If you come out, come back in, be patient. We're practicing, we're not doing. Ooh, come back into that one-legged mountain. And step the foot down, release the arms, inhale, upward salute, reach up, open that chest up towards the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Maybe you're more comfortable lengthening the legs here. Maybe you can lose the bend. If not, keep the bend. It's fine to keep the knees soft, but see if we have that space now. Exhale, fold. Release the head. Inhale, swoop the arms back and up. Reach up for the sky. Exhale, release the arms down. Let's come back to the side of the mat. Feet are nice and wide apart, hands at heart center, or you can kind of sandwich them over the heart. Tune into that beating of the heart. Maybe it's a little bit turned up from when we first started. Maybe you didn't notice it at first. Just tune into the little pitter patter. Notice how it's moving a little bit faster. Notice the sensation on your skin. Ooh, notice how the breath moves your body. Get into that belly. Soften the belly on the inhale. Let that breath be received by the whole middle body, right? The chest puffs up, the belly comes out, and exhale. Maybe you sink down into the ground a little bit. One more nice deep breath like that. You can exhale through your mouth or through your nose, whatever you need today. Release the hands. We'll come back to the front of the mat. Inhale up. Exhale down. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Surrender. Sink into the earth. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Release the hands here. Next inhale, we're going to step back with the right foot for warrior two. So take a big step back, and we want the knife edge of the mat matching the short edge of the mat. So inner foot faces forward, front toes face forward, bend through that front knee. Make sure the knee is pressed out. If it's tending to kind of sink in towards the big toe, press it out towards the big pinky toe and reach those arms out. Big inhale here. Relax the shoulders away from the face. Fingertips are splayed and active. Exhale, extended side angle. Bring the hand down. You can bring the top arm up or to the waist. Hand can rest on the thigh or come all the way down to the ground. A block is always nice here. Inhale, press back through that front heel, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, warrior two. One more extended side angle. Sit a little bit deeper into that front hip if you can. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, hands to the waist. Step forward, use some momentum there. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we're going to find warrior two on the other side. So opposite foot steps back here. Bend into that front knee. Remember with the alignment, press that knee towards the pinky toe. Reach out, relax the shoulders. Find a gentleness even though we are extending ourselves literally. Relax those shoulders down. Big inhale here. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, press through that front heel, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, lift up, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. That heart is starting to move a little faster. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Sit a little bit deeper. Inhale, press up, warrior two. Exhale, hands to the waist, step forward. Exhale it out, sigh it out. Release the arms, shake them out just a little bit here. Inhale, lift the arms up, upward salute. Exhale, hands at heart center, hands on the body here. Close the eyes or soften the gaze. Press the toes down into the earth here. Ooh, yes, that heart is moving. Feel your life force. Notice how easy it is to kind of turn up the volume on it in a nice, gentle, supportive way. One more breath. Finding some appreciation for that breath, for your ability today, for showing up. And exhale, release the hands. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Wiggle the hips out here. Exhale, melt down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, warrior two. Once again, right foot steps back. Nice big step back. Sit into your warrior. We've been here. We're familiar. Find your arms. Relax the shoulders. One more breath here, holding it. Feels a little more stable, a little more confident in the stance, right? The body is quick to pick up and memorize things. One more breath, and on the exhale, we'll find that extended side angle again. Whew. Hand comes down to the thigh, to the mat, to a block. Reach up, or hand comes to the waist, but think of spiraling that chest open to the side. And then from here, bring the hand down to the waist if it's not already there. We're going to step in with that back foot, and we're going to walk our hand up and grab a block if we have one, right? Or fingertips and come to the ground. Option to kind of play with the shape here. So if lifting the foot up is out of your reach, just keep the toe pointed and maybe little pulses. Otherwise, lift that back leg up, flex the foot. Right? So heel presses out, toes flex up, squeeze the top glute, open the chest up. Another option here is also to bring the hand to a chair or a wall. That's absolutely fine. Hold it for one more breath. Exhale, step the foot down. And we're going to slightly pivot on the ball of the back foot so that the toes point forward and the heel points back. Lengthen through that front leg so it's straight, and we're going to find intense side angle here. So inhale and exhale, fold down over this leg. And we want to try to keep that front leg long. It might want to bend a little bit, and that's okay, but try to pull it long when you find awareness of it if you can. Blocks are very helpful here. If you feel like your body is in the way, grab a couple water bottles if you don't have blocks. Anything to give you height. Again, a chair is helpful here as well if you have furniture around. Pull that front leg straight a little more, which means kind of pivoting the hips back so that they're squared on the mat. One more breath. Exhale, step forward. Yes, we got this side. Release. Take a breath. Exhale. Fold even deeper if you can. Maybe grab the ankles. And inhale, lift up. Nice and gently. Exhale, hands at heart center. And for a minute, before we move on, let's just kind of come into that instability we feel, or that unevenness in the legs. One leg is nice and stretched out, one hip is nice and stretched out, the other one not so much. So just kind of notice the difference between both sides of the body here. And this is a great place to grab your towel and dry off if you have one. I'm gonna grab mine here. Great. Let's get right back into this sequence on the other side. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Release the hands. Inhale, step back, warrior two. Opposite side here. Bring the arms up. Sit into that front thigh. Relax the shoulders. Sit a little deeper if you can, and on your next exhale, we'll find that extended side angle, whichever variation we're taking today. And things might be different on this side than the other, so it's okay to switch it up from side to side as needed. And we'll find our half moon from here. So release the hand down, step back with that back foot a bit. Bring the hand forward a bit, maybe even off the mat. And if you're lifting up, flex that foot, squeeze the glute, spiral that chest open and breathe. Find something to focus on. Find your drishti. You are strong, you are supported. You are amazing. One more breath. Squeeze. Exhale, lower the foot down. Reposition the heel so the heel points back, toes point forward. Sink that back heel down towards the ground. Pull that front leg nice and long. Intense side angle here. Find some length through the hands. Use your props if you need them. Shift that hip back. So if you've taken class with me before in this posture, I'll say use your fingers, middle finger and pointer finger, just to help nudge the hip back. So put it in the hip crease. Spiral that hip back. Hips are squared here. Spine is long. Or you can be folded over the leg here like this. One more breath. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Let's hang out here for a few moments, a few breaths. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, melt down. Inhale, lift up. Nice and gently reach for the sky. Exhale, hands at heart center. Close those eyes. Take a moment. Come back into that heartbeat. Hand over the chest. Maybe hand over the belly. Just for just a couple breaths, tune into that magic that is your physical self. Take all of these functions for granted. The sweat is our body cooling us off, keeping us working, keeping our organs at a safe temperature, right? The heartbeat is giving us the energy that we're demanding, that we're asking for. Just take one more moment here to marvel in the magic that is you, and we'll get into one last standing sequence. We're almost there, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful people. Release the hands here. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Drop the hands. Right foot steps back. Warrior two. We'll go through this a little bit quicker. Big inhale here. Relax those shoulders. Exhale, extended side angle. We'll find that half moon here. So step that back foot in, front hand comes down and out. And lift that foot or point that toe and practice pulsing up. Exhale, step that foot down, plant the hands down, step the foot in, heel goes back, toes come forward, lengthen through that front leg. Intense side angle, pull that spine long, pull that chest forward. And from here, warrior 3. So option to use your blocks, keep your hands grounded here, and start to lift off of that back foot. Again, flexing through that foot, maybe squeezing the glute, squeezing the core, or keeping the foot down, or any variation, right? So we can bring the hands up and practice our balance here. And if you're practicing balancing here, bending through the grounded foot just a little bit, or the grounded knee, helps just a little bit. Exhale, step down, come through to forward fold. Halfway lift. Big inhale, open that chest up. Exhale, melt down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Warrior 2, opposite side. Left foot steps back here. Find your warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Find your variation here. And then we'll find our half moon. So step back or step forward with the back foot. Walk that hand forward and lift. Or don't lift, but try. Flexing through that foot, spiral the chest to the side. Ooh, step the foot back, down, heel points back, toes point forward. Extended side angle. Or excuse me, intense side angle. And we'll try for our warrior 3 on this side. Option, option, option. Find what feels good to you today, and breathe, and focus. Ooh, and relish in your quivering muscles. That is strength, that is magic. One more breath, lift the chest if you're balancing, and exhale, step forward. Forward fold, we made it, oh my gosh. Big inhale. Exhale, melt even further down. Inhale, lift up, all the way up. Ooh, and keep lifting up. Maybe dance a little bit, maybe lift the heels up. We're doing a victory dance. We just got through a powerful sequence together. We're feeling good, we're feeling refocused, re-energized, ready to dip right into our next big thing. Bring the hands to heart center. Release the hands down. We're gonna make our way down to the mat here. So let's step backwards on your mat here. And we're gonna crawl down into a downward facing dog. So start with a big inhale. And exhale, bend through the knees, fold forward, fingertips down to the mat, and start to walk them into your downward facing dog, or just come down to your knees and skip it. Like whatever, we did a lot. I like this for the quad stretch or the calf stretch. If you're in downward facing dog, play with pressing one heel down and then the other. Shake out the head. And then let's shift onto the knees and come down onto our back from here. So roll back onto your back nice and gently. We'll have the knees bent and the soles of the feet down onto the mat. I like to walk my heels in as close as I can before I feel any, funny sensations in the knee. We're gonna stretch out the quads just a little bit here. So once you have your heels locked in, start to drop the knees to one side. Bring the hands to the body, wherever they reach. So the knees don't have to come to the ground. We're really looking for a quad stretch on this the top thigh here. Get a little hip flexor stretch out of that too sometimes. Just let gravity do its thing. If anything's uncomfortable, you can wedge almost anything around you under that space, a sweater, a blanket, whatever, your blocks. Inhale back to center, and we'll find that on the other side. Oh, yeah, that feels great, especially after all of those standing balancing postures. A little bit of tenderness is always nice. Come back to center here. Release the hands out wide and maybe just kind of sway from side to side for just a moment. Let's come back to center here and bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees fall out. Let the hips open up just a little bit here. We got into the hips a little bit through some of the postures. So let's just give them a little more of a stretch here. Let the knees fall out. Again, you can support your knees with any props you have, just kind of wedged underneath the thighs here. And let's bring the soles of the feet down again and find a figure 4 if it's within your reach here. And if it's kind of hard for you, maybe walk this opposite foot away from you a little bit. I had to start with the heel close to the body, but the further away it is from you, the easier this is. Lay back and again, allow the hips just to kind of shift from side to side. Notice if there's one position that you like a little bit better. Maybe it feels good to hang out here for a second or on the opposite side and just take advantage of that for a few more breaths as we wind down. Starting to let the mind kind of float, keeping that breath flowing, right? We're not holding the breath, we're still breathing deeply with intention. And if we lose that, if our mind wanders, it's okay, come back to it. Again, we're practicing. Let's switch sides if you haven't already. Another option here, if this is just not within your reach, if this doesn't feel good or is not working in your body, your shape, you can always bring, again, a prop, if you have a strap or a scarf around, kind of around the ankle here, and pull it in towards your body. Or if you can grab your leg, you can just bring that in this way too. That's a nice alternative to this posture. Come back to center, release the feet to the ground. We find our Savasana here, so release the legs, open the arms up, get comfortable, and just take a moment here. Allow the breath to find its natural rhythm. We don't need to press that inhale or exhale anymore. And leave your mind open here. If you want to think about something specific, this is the time. But don't let it be stressful. Let it be important. At this point, you can extend your Shavasana as long as you need to, or gently begin to wake your body up, deepening the breath and welcoming movement back into your limbs. Either way, I want to thank you so much for joining me, for moving with me, for trusting me, and I hope to see you next time on the mat.